What's good? It's your boy Tag Money, and today I'm gonna talk about why I wanted my soul to transfer into the metaverse. I basically transfer my soul, my spirit into the metaverse, or become and also living with artificial intelligence and mingle with artificial intelligence and becoming artificial intelligence itself. You know what I'm saying? Which equals to super intelligence and so on and so forth. So basically what I'm trying to say though is about the year 2050, by the year 2050, around that time or after that year, we'll be able to transfer our souls into the metaverse if we getting close to our death or coming close to our death. You know what I'm saying? So when it really comes down to it, the technology is going to be in its full potential by the year 2050. You know, green energy, renewable energy is going to be popular. It's going to be mainstream. And also the metaverse is going to be mainstream as well. But we will have the ability and the technology to really transfer our souls into the digital environment and also living in a digital environment. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm trying to say though is that, you know, when it really comes down to it, you know, I was put on this earth for basically for many agendas, but when it comes to the metaverse, I was basically put on this earth to represent the metaverse and its economy and this and also its digital environment. So basically what I'm trying to say though is that I was put on this earth to represent the metaverse in its full potential. You feel what I'm saying? In its full blown potential. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I want to say. So when it really comes down to it, we'll be able to transfer our souls into the metaverse. You feel me? And become our avatars and live like our avatars permanently inside the metaverse. Now the technology we don't have it right now. We don't have the technology that right now to do that. But by the time 2050 comes, we'll be able to have that technology where we're able to transfer ourselves into the metaverse by the year 2050. And how I found this out was through a video that YP posted on his old page back in the day before he lost his page. He had a little video, a little clip where they was talking about the futuristic of things. It was talking about many other things, but what caught my attention is when the person said by the year 2050 we'll be able to live in a virtual world. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to transfer our souls into the virtual world. Now I don't know if that video is on YouTube or on Facebook, but you know, I'm not going to stress looking for it. At least I found out that part that we'll be able to transfer our souls into the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to say though is that we'll be able to transfer our souls into the metaverse by the year 2050. And it's going to happen around the year 2050. You feel me? I'm going to be in my 60s. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in my 60s around that time when that time comes. You feel what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. And while I'm getting close to my death or whatever, I'll be able to, they'll be able to transfer my soul into the metaverse to where I can live like my avatar, live in my digital home and live in my digital environment. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one thing I'm trying to say. So when it really comes down to it though, it's going to come to a point where the metaverse is going to be my home. The metaverse is my home. You know what I'm saying? Because since, like I said, since I was a kid, I always dreamed of living in a video game world when I was a kid. Cause you know, I grew up playing video games. I used to own every console that ever came out back in the 90s and the 2000s. You feel what I'm saying? But now I'm sticking with Xbox because you got to choose a console that you can afford to invest in. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to online and Game Pass and stuff like that. And the Xbox is really on top when it comes to pleasing their customers, also pleasing all the pro players and the gamers out there. So when it really comes down to it, this is what I'm all about. I'm all about virtual spirituality. I'm all about techno philosophy and things that I'm interested in into the tech world. You feel what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards, and that's one thing I want to represent. I know that the Orishas love me and they care about me. I love them too. But at the same time, I'm still smoking cigarettes. And it's hard for me to quit smoking cigarettes due to the job that I have and also living at my mom's house and stuff. Like, it's hard, man. It's really hard to do what I want to do to embrace the spirit realm. But now I'm looking at embracing the digital realm because it's more easier, it's more safer, and it's more convenient. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want to say. So, you know, when it really comes down to it, about a year 2050, we'll be able to transfer ourselves into the metaverse. And I will be one of those people to transfer my soul into the metaverse, whether it be the Omniverse, the Facebook Meta, or Microsoft Metaverse Mash, or any metaverse that whatever it's working at. But all these metaverses will be connected. All these metaverses will be connected into the digital environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support Omniverse. I don't know when they're gonna launch beta or launch the way that we can live and see the Omniverse, but so they come up with something. But but this one, that's all I want to say. I want to put out there. So the thing about it is, by the year 2050, yes, we will be able to transfer our souls into the metaverse and permanently live inside the metaverse after our death. And that's what it really comes down to. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I'm gonna focus on and really preach upon in my techno philosophy, to let people know, like, hey, you can live in a virtual world. You can permanently live in a virtual world. By the year 2050 comes, that's when technology is full potential, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want to say. So this is your boy Tab Money. I'm finna sign off. That's all I want to say. So when it comes to the metaverse, Omniverse, or any metaverse in that matter, it's a dream come true. It's a beautiful dream come true, and I really can't wait to live out my dreams in the metaverse and live out my fantasies and so on and so forth. And that's all I gotta say. So peace.